Now, on the last video, I talked about the basic HTML structure behind the HTML tags. Again, you are going to have initial tags and ending tags. And at the same time, you are going to have empty tags without an ending tag. On this video, we are going to learn what an HTML element is. So if we go back to the website, in this case, I will be inside my site. Now, an HTML element will be everything from the initial tag to the ending tag plus the content between those tags. So if we go in here, you are going to have the h2 tag, the initial h2 tag, and down here the final ending tag. So if we make a selection from the ending h2 tag and the initial h2 tag, that element will be called the h2 element. At the same time, down here you are going to be able to see the initial p tag and the ending p tag. If we make a selection all the way from the ending p tag to the initial p tag, that element will be called the p element. So again, the initial tag to the ending tag plus the content between those tags will be a whole element, and the name will come from the tag that you are using. If you are using an h1 tag, it will be called, the element will be called an h1 element. If you are using a div tag or a division tag, the element will be called a div element. Now, what will happen with the empty elements? For instance, you are going to be able to see this image, which will be an empty element. In this case, because the empty elements, remember, they are not going to have empty tags. On these situations, the empty tag will become the empty element. So this image empty element will become the image element. Okay? And if we go back to the head, right here, remember, the meta element in here will be an empty tag, because you are not going to have an ending meta tag. In this case, all this meta tag, which will be the initial tag without the ending tag, will become the meta element. This will be the title element, okay? This will be the link element, because the name will come from the name of the tag. Let's go down. This will be the script element, as you can see, because we are using the script tag, and the body element, the div element in here, and so on. So that's all you will need to understand what an element it is going to be. From the initial tag to the ending tag plus the content will be an element, and the name will come from the tag you are using. And if you are using an empty tag, the name will come from the same empty tag. In those cases, the only difference is that you are not going to have an ending tag, because again, it will be an empty tag, and you can also call the empty tag an empty element. Again, don't worry at this moment, because we are just starting, and with the practice, we are going to start gaining more knowledge and more experience behind all this.